So I wanted to make this video out in front of the Golden Hind, Sir Francis Drake's ship. It's a pirate ship. I come out here sometimes to just be near it and kind of let my imagination wander. And it usually brings me to Jack Sparrow's compass.
With this, my compass is unique.
Unique here having the meaning of broken.
True enough, this compass does not point north.
Where does it point?
It points to the thing you want most in this world.
I really came to know this first when I was spending years on the road traveling. I only bought one-way tickets for a few years. I went when I knew that my heart wanted to go. I went where I knew my heart wanted to go. And of course, I've used that kind of same way as building my business now. And it's just like living from the heart, following that inner compass. When I was a little kid, my dad had a boat. We had a family boat, and on the weekends we'd go out on the boat and we'd go for trips to an island off the coast. And you could just about see it on the horizon on a clear day, but on days where it was foggy or rainy, you'd go off the coast and then you'd be pretty much within half hour in complete fog and gray clouds everywhere, and all 360 degrees, you couldn't see anything. And so we'd be out there in the middle of the ocean and you couldn't see land. All you could see is fog, clouds down to the gray water and then the water, and that was it. And so I was early teens at that time. My dad would let me drive, probably 12, 13 years old. My dad would let me drive the boat, and he would say, go on this heading, whatever it was, 50 degrees, and just keep the boat on this heading, and watch out ahead for lobster pots, these things that kind of, or stuff in the water, stuff that's floating in the water so you don't hit it. And that was my only job. And of course, as a kid at that age, I'd do it for a minute or two, but then my mind would start to wander. I'd start to wonder, oh, when we get to the island, what other kids are going to be there, and what are we going to do this week there? And I'd be off in my imagination thinking about what's going to be like in the future, and I wouldn't be paying attention. My dad would come up from underneath and he would look behind the boat at the trail we'd been leaving, the white water we'd been leaving, and he'd see this kind of zigzaggy line, and he'd look at the compass, we'd be completely off heading. He'd be like, well, where the hell are you going? What are you doing? It's like, oh, I don't know, I was going straight, but no, you're not, you're daydreaming. You're daydreaming and you're getting off course. And so this is what I think happens so much for us. We think about, we need to focus on our vision, on the imagined end result, the thing we want to create. And we spend so much time in the imagined future that we're not paying attention to where we're headed. And I'm not here, especially me, like I think it's so important to use your imagination, to have a vision, to create in your mind what it is you want to create in the world. So I'm not saying that it's garbage. What I'm saying is that it serves its purpose, but it also gets in the way. It's a difference of focusing on the destination versus the direction. And I actually think that to create the stuff that you imagine in your mind, all you really need is a compass. All you really need is that inner sense of what you most love in any moment. What's next for me right now? What's my heading? What is the direction that I'm actually moving in? And if you just focus on that day after day after day, minute by minute, in every moment, then you will get to that end result. See, the end result, the imagined end result, it's still important, it's useful, it's good to motivate you, to inspire you. We thought it would be great to go to the island for the weekend, and it inspired us, the idea of thinking about it, talking about it, got us in the boat, clean the boat, get all the food, get down there, and now off we go. But then when you get in the boat, especially when you're out at sea, and there's unknown, there's uncertainty, there's risk, there's danger, and all you have is a direction, that's all you need to focus on. Actually, that's all you should focus on, is where should I be heading right now? And so, in anything that you want to create in your life, have that vision, but then forget about it. Just focus on what's the next thing that I need to do. What's the absolute next step? What's right in front of the boat? What's my heading? What do I need to do next? And do that over and over again. So actually, as I finally listened to my dad and stopped daydreaming while I was in action and just focused on what's right in front of us and kept the heading, of course we got there safely. So if you have questions about how this applies to life, please leave them in the comments below or send me a private message. I'll be happy to create a video response trying to add some more clarity to this. But I think it's an important concept. Find your inner compass and let that really be the only thing you need to create that vision that you have. Much love.